I think I suffer from imaginary audience. I felt naked. We can't buckle you in, you're too big. Early in the morning, just got to work and I can't wait for the day to be over. I can't wait for tomorrow to be over. The day just ended and I cannot wait for tomorrow to be over. I'm already over tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm over this entire week. I know it's just started. You're like, but it's just Monday. Yes, precisely why I'm ready for this week to be over. It's just Monday. And today was pretty calm. Work check-in here. Today was pretty calm. Today was way better than I thought. But aside from that, I can officially say that I earned my dollars for next week. I have earned my dollars and I think I have earned them enough to last me until next week. I don't need to work for the rest of the week because today did a number on me. Not really psychologically or mentally, but more so physically. I had to help in bring in the groceries because my boss is not feeling well and she's the nicest person ever. So I have to help her and do what I can. So there's that. And then get this. Before you say you're so dramatic or anything, listen. I know I look homeless, but I look so much like my dad. Is kind of alarming. For the first time ever, I went outside today in a sweater only, and this is my first time ever in only a sweater since last year, November, maybe August, maybe way before that. But this is my first time ever outside for this year in only a sweater, and I felt naked. Why do I feel naked? Why do I feel so sensitive that I want to go back inside? As a matter of fact, as soon as I got to work, I'm over everything. I'm over the kids. I'm over my boss. I'm over my parents. I'm over my siblings. I'm over everything and everybody. As a matter of fact, I don't want to come into work tomorrow, for the rest of the week, next week. As a matter of fact, take me off. Take me off for the rest of the month. I have done enough to last me to a lifetime. But the weather is hot and I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know if I'm happy or a bit sad or uncomfortable. I'm very much uncomfortable with the idea of summer. I don't like summer. For starters, before you ask, and then you're going to be like, so why don't you like summer? You rather winter over summer? Absolutely. I am a winter person, okay? I will take winter over summer anytime. Heck, give me fall, give me spring, anything but summer. Summer is too hot, it's too ghetto, it's just too much. Everybody want to be outside during the summer. Cheeks this way, everything is just all out the way, and I'm like, I wish I can be like that people. Maybe I guess it comes from being jealous of the people who can wear whatever the hell they want without feeling or overthinking it. So I guess that also comes from it, but that's besides the point. Listen, I'm big. Let me just, for context, I am 5'9" and I weigh like I don't know, I'm not gonna tell you my weight, but just know I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to look good for the summer. I'm trying to go on roller coasters because I have been embarrassed enough. Like 2 times when I went to Dorney Park and the person was like, we can't buckle you in, you're too big. Well, they didn't say that word verbatimly, but I didn't fit in the ride, so I know I'm big. I know I gotta lose weight and slim down in order for me to fit in the ride. So my arms, that's why I'm trying to build up the courage to wear dresses and t-shirts, tank top without a sleeveless tank tops and sleeveless dresses. I'm trying to get over my own fat phobia to myself with my big arms and jiggly arms. And then my stomach does not make it any better because I'm very much top heavy. My stomach is big and my titties is big, so just imagine the combo. They ain't no curvy anywhere. As a matter of fact, I'm built like a fridge. It's just from up to down. So just imagine that, no shape. And then I have hip dips, and then my butt, non-existent. You'll be like, God, where is my butt? I think I want to ask him that when I go to heaven. Lord, you made me like this. You forgot a little something back there. I'll take the behind over the top. I'll take that. But clearly he said no. But listen, I'm hot. The heat requires less clothing. I want to be out there. I already have a whole wardrobe and things I want to do for the summer. Like I have a whole outfit and aesthetic for this summer. Does that make sense? It's gonna be maxi skirt, mid-rise skirts or whatever, dresses. For my out of state trips, when I go out of state on my summer trips and whatnot, I'm gonna wear short dresses that pass my knees. Maybe that'll build up courage because I'm going to a state where nobody knows me. I'm a stranger over there. Once I leave, I will never see those people again, most likely. I pray to God I don't. Hopefully I don't, because I was a different person at that time. I can already see myself in another state. It's not going to be me. It's going to be somebody else but me. Does that make sense? I know my confidence in another state is going to go through the roof. Maybe it's going to plummet because I'm in a completely different state where I don't even know who the hell I'm dealing with, what the hell I'm doing. But I do know enough for me to be confident enough to be like, I'm never gonna see these people again. So what I look like, what I wear, how my body jiggles, how my fat places, it don't even matter. Because once I leave to go home, I'm never seeing those people again. Yeah, so I hope you see you get it. The skirts, the t-shirt, the dresses, and tops without sleeves. I know it's gonna be wild. I'm saying all of this, and then I'm pretty sure one day I'm gonna wake up and be like, screw this, let me just stay home. Hopefully not. Let us pray that it doesn't. Amen. And then aside from the wardrobe, I have a couple of hairstyles that I want to try. I want to try soft locks, boho braids. I never had boho braids before. I don't know if I want them knotless or not in, but I'm going to try that. I'm going to get me a couple of wigs because some of the outfits that I have in mind require wigs. Talking about 30-inch bust down right in my butt, right here. Right here, it's going to go all the way back here. And it's gonna sway. You gotta see the vision in order to get it. Does that make sense? I can't wait. But at the same time, I was looking at my pocket. It's saying we're gonna stay home, but we cannot stay home. We can't. I stayed home last year, but this year I'm gonna be outside this summer 2026. Besides everything that's going around in the world, I'm gonna be outside. Not outside, but I'm gonna be outside. Does that make sense? Every other weekend, I have plans, and it's kicking off when I go out with my friend. I'm so excited. And I finally put my foot down, and I'm gonna get the camera DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which I'm probably gonna regret it, but I can always return it to Amazon and get my money back if the new one drops. I don't know, I'm just so excited and immediately know. Why is Shein so expensive? Who told Shein to get so expensive? I ordered 3 items and then my total was 50 something. Who's this new Shein? Who does Shein think she is? Even Temu is expensive nowadays. Something not right, because why is it expensive for absolutely no reason? I don't know. I'm just thinking about my clothes and how this summer is gonna go, and the shoes I'm gonna get for the summer. I'm gonna look so tea, and hopefully I get my life together, and hopefully I actually have the time to sit down and organize my thoughts and plan properly, because I just be talking and then I don't put the plan into action. I just talk. So we can't have that anymore. I actually have to put action behind my words. I gotta step up, and hopefully I do that this summer, because I am tired of sitting home and just thinking, wow, what did I do this summer? Nothing. The summer comes, I do absolutely nothing, and then winter comes, and then I sit in winter or spring or fall, whatever, and think back throughout the year, what the hell did I do? All you did was sit home. Damn, that's all you did? And then imagine when I'm 50 or 40 years into my age, and then I have to tell the people, my new old friends that I made, be like, so what do you do in your 20s? I'm gonna be so ashamed to open up my mouth and be like, I did nothing but eat and sleep and gain weight and be fat and watch the summer go by without doing nothing. That cannot be me. I cannot do that. I have to be outside, because you know how old people be bragging to their older friends? That's gonna be me. I am going to be that old person who brags to their old friends and be like, so what do you do in your 20s? And I'm gonna be like, I went this, that, and the third. I was traveling every other weekend. What do you do? And they're gonna look at me and be like, wow, I did nothing. A damn shame in it. You see that? That's I can't be that. I'm gonna be the person who brags about what she did, because why not? I'm young. I need to be outside. I need to live. That's one of the things, because I feel like for the past 20 something years of my life, all I did was survive. I was not living. I was doing what I was told to do. I was being obedient. This new year, I'm gonna be outside. I'm gonna fly like a bird, because there's too many birds on the ground, not enough bird in the sky. So I'm gonna be one of the birds that's gonna be in the sky, because I don't have no kids. I do not have no reason to stay home during the summer. I have no kids, no responsibilities, so I'm gonna be outside. I have no man to tell me what to do, even though I kind of want one, but that's not the point. The point is, I have no man, no kids. I have siblings, but those are not my responsibilities. My siblings have parents. Those are my mother's and my dad's kids. And then what else do I have? I have a best friend, and then I have other friends. And even until then, we could both be outside, because I don't see why not. I have no reason to be inside besides, you know, the world affairs. But even until then, that's like, okay, it's gonna happen if it's gonna happen. That shouldn't stop me from living. Obviously, I'm not gonna fly out. I gotta fly within. Even though I feel like that's also treacherous. I feel like that's also real danger. And you also know how the people be like, don't let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your husband. Well, don't let your fear stop you from reaching your full potential, period. I sound like one of those people who's trying to sell a course of self-confidence. Maybe I should look into that. Would I be a scammer if I do that? God will make an example. But that's not the point. The thing is, right? Be yourself. Love yourself. Need yourself. Embrace yourself. I sound like that one episode from Living Single. But that's besides the point. I think I have reached the point in my life where I stopped caring. Well, not stopped officially, but I'm learning how to stop caring about opinions and matters, because at the end of the day, I remind myself every morning when I wake up, well, starting today officially, I'm gonna learn how to take my own advice. So I'm not just talking to you just to talk, because I know one day you're gonna be like, girl, do you even take your own advice? And then I'm gonna be like, no, I didn't. But that day is never gonna come, because I'm gonna learn how to take my own advice. So the thing is, every morning, starting this morning, when I woke up this morning, I told myself, you're doing all of this just to turn into dust at the end of the day, because even if people judge you, people see you, people look at you, we're all gonna die one day. We're all gonna kick the bucket. So it's like, you lived your whole life letting people's opinions get to you, basing your self-worth on what people tell or on what people say about you, caring about what people say, caring about how they look of you, how they view you. And at the end of the day, when that person dies, who you're gonna listen to next? So does that mean you're basically just living your life to fulfill other people's opinion about you? Because if the person tells you to jump and you jump and you kick the bucket and the person still's living and continuing, it's nothing. That means the way this is going in my head is not translating and coming out properly. And I think that's very frustrating. And I think it is frustrating. But that's besides the point. Listen, we're all gonna kick the bucket one day. So what matters? Are you gonna live your life so busy worried about what other people are gonna think of you or what they're thinking of you? Sometimes people are not even thinking about you. That's called imaginary audience in psychology. You see, I actually did learn something in class. It's called imaginary audience. So I think I suffer from imaginary audience. It's not really a diagnosis. What am I doing here? But it's a thing. It's called imaginary audience. Is like when you think and you're so deep into this thing where you think everybody's looking at you, when everybody's just thinking about you and all of that and the third, and people just, when you think everybody's just looking at you, everybody's expecting something from you, when in reality that's not the thing. Actually, sometimes people don't even think about you. I know, because I don't think people think about me. As a matter of fact, something demonstrated me yesterday that you can tell somebody something, and then because of your lack of importance to them, they're gonna forget. So when you tell them something again, especially, so it's like when you repeat yourself and you tell them, oh, I did this, that, and the third, the first time they're gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. But because of your lack of importance to them, they're gonna forget. So when you tell them again, they're gonna be like, oh wow, you really did that? And then that shows you that you really don't matter to that person, that you're not really in their thought. Does that make sense? You're not part of the important people package in their life. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Well, it makes sense to me. I'm learning, I feel like I can be a professional speaker. I should add that to my resume. Well, anyways, I gotta go home. I think I'm hungry. I've starved today. I ate 4 crackers. I ate 4 of these. Was it 3? No, I ate 3, sorry. I ate 3 of that, and I think it's time for me to go home. So sometimes you think you're very important to somebody. You think they're always judging you. Whole time, they're not even looking in your way. Imaginary audience, you see that? But it is what it is. If you think too much about what other people think about you, if you get so focused on it, you're never gonna live your life, because you're gonna be constantly thinking, oh, what does this person think of me? What does this person think of me? That, and the third, and whole time they're not even thinking about you. So you're just creating more problems for yourself. Imaginary problems at that, because they're not really thinking about you. Wait, the call is coming from inside of the house. I think it's time for me to go home. I have to go home to eat. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I appreciate you all. Take care of yourself, okay? Don't let fear stop you. Don't be like me. But I appreciate you. Go touch some sand. Go touch some grass. And take care of yourself. Sayonara. I might really look into a therapist.